All right, so you can be sitting or you can be laying down, but I want you to be in a comfortable position and start to focus on your breath. So you might have your hands on your body, or you might just have your hands at your sides. And long, smooth breaths. And use this as an opportunity to reconnect with your breath and your body. And then when you feel that connection, we're going to make our way onto our hands and knees. And so you might have a blanket or a towel, or you might be on a carpet, but you're going to get yourself comfortable, knees about hip width apart, hands shoulder width apart. Take another moment to connect with your breath. And then when you're ready, inhale is going to be in the tabletop position, exhale to child's pose. And just moving with your breath. Inhale is up, exhale is down. And we want to round the lower back here so that you get a nice stretch in the lower back body. And we're going to do it 2 more times with your breath, no rush. Okay, now the next time that you come up into your tabletop, I want you to turn your toes under, and then you're going to slide back into a down dog and pedal through your feet. All right, so really connecting with your breath. This is actually one of my favorite ways to stretch the calves. And we're going to take the left foot and wrap it around the back of the right leg, around the back of the ankle, and then reach that right heel towards the ground. Still breathing. Now, if it's causing stress on your wrists, you could make your way onto your forearms. Then we're going to switch sides. So again, you're going to wrap the right foot around the back of your left calf, and then you kind of just bend and straighten the left leg and start to reach the left heel towards the ground. Long, smooth breaths. And then we'll take both feet back onto the ground, and we're going to move plank or up dog into your down dog. And you decide, again, you can be on your hands or on your forearms. Up dog or plank into down dog. Inhale when you come down, exhale as you slide back. Moving with your breath, no rush. And the next time that you come forward, we're going to gently take the knees down onto the ground and walk your hands back. Connect with your breath. Now, as you're ready, we're going to sweep the arms up towards the sky and exhale, take the hands onto the pelvis, forehead towards the ground. Inhale, sweep both arms forward. Exhale, hands come onto the pelvis and head towards the ground. And you could have a block, a pillow, or something so that your forehead comes down onto something, so that there's a connection when you come down towards the ground. 2 more times. Inhale is up. Exhale is down. Now the next time that you come up, we're going to come up to standing, and you're going to find your tennis ball. And then once you find your tennis ball, we're going to take a moment to roll through the feet. And hopefully this is something that you are doing on your own. So Gently rolling your feet and noticing where that you feel some tension. Notice, notice any spots that you just automatically avoid when you're rolling your feet with the tennis ball, and give them some attention. And eventually moving to your second foot. Now, again, noticing those spots where you give attention and where you don't, and then making sure that you do both feet completely, and then you're going to set your tennis ball off into a safe place, and we're going to interlace the fingers. And then as you interlace your fingers, what I want you to do here is to start to roll through your wrists. So you're going to go in one direction and then stop, and then go in the other direction. And there's no right or wrong way. You can go as quickly or as slowly as it feels good to you. And checking in, still long, smooth breaths. And I just squatted down so that you might be able to see me better. I think I need to change the angle. Okay, so when you feel complete, again, with both sides of rolling your wrists, you're going to stop rolling, and we're going to take the hands and connect them at the low back, or you're going to take something like a strap and hold it behind your back about shoulder distance apart. So inhale is body up, exhale, body comes down. Inhale, take the arms away from the low back. Exhale, hands back to low back, and inhale, stand up. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, extend the arms. Exhale, arms come to the low back. Inhale, stand up. 2 more times at your own pace. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, extend the arms. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, and notice, press down with your feet whenever you come up. Last time, extending those arms, really reaching them away from your back body. Exhale, hands down. And inhale, body comes up. And since we are holding on to our strap here, what I'd like you to do is take the strap into your right hand. I'm going to come down onto my knees so that you can see me, but you're going to stay standing up. So the strap is in your right hand. You're going to take it behind you and start to walk the left hand up towards the right hand in the back body. So a nice stretch through your arms. Now your feet are going to be about shoulder distance apart. And then what you're going to do is start to lean the right elbow to the left side. Okay. So inhale as you're upright, exhale as you reach over to the side. 2 more times. And if it doesn't feel good to reach over to the side, you might just continue to hold the hands. Then we're going to switch sides. So again, now you're walking your right hand up towards the left. Connect with your breath. Inhale, body upright. Exhale, reaching the left, the left over to the right side. This will be the last one. Then from here, you're going to take that strap in front. And now we're going to inhale, arms up overhead, and exhale into your chair position. Inhale, up, exhale, down. Gently pulling on the strap. As you breathe, inhale up, exhale down into your chair position. And one more time. This time we're going to hold the chair position. You're gently pulling on the strap. And then you're gonna shift your weight onto your toes, lifting your heels up off the ground, connecting with your breath, connecting with your core. On an exhale, you're gonna take those heels down and gently slide into your forward bend, leaving your strap off to the side. And now our movement is going to be inhale halfway up and exhale into your forward bend. Legs can be straight or bent. Inhale is up, exhale is down. And 2 more times. And then let's slide all the way up. And then you're going to find a comfortable way to stand. And I'm going to invite you, if you're on a mat, to take a wide stance with your feet parallel. And then the hands are going to be on the outside of the legs. Inhale, body up, exhale, slide down. And moving slowly with your breath. When you're ready, you're going to start to add in bending the knee as you slide down. And sliding the outside hand up so that your elbow bends. And then if you want to, you could even look up towards that bent elbow or shoulder, wherever your eyes tend to land. One more time. All right. Now, when you are finished with your second side, roll through those shoulders a few times. So you're going to inhale, shoulders up towards your ears. Exhale, slide them down the back body. And then we're going to go forward, one shoulder at a time. Inhale up, exhale, bring that arm forward. Inhale up, exhale, bring the arm forward. The arm and the shoulder. One more time on each side. And then when you're done, we're going to interlace the fingers, put the palms down, reach up towards the sky. Now, you could have a slight bend in your knees. You're going to isometrically pull your feet towards one another. Inhale is going to be arms and body up towards the sky. Exhale, you're going to come forward. If it pulls on your back, because some of you talked about lower back pain, you'll do this with your hands on your pelvis. Inhale, body up. Exhale, body forward. 2 more times. Great. And then we're going to pause for a moment. You're going to reconnect with your breath, hands around the hips. And this time we're going to keep the hands and the upper body stationary. We're just going to bend through the knees. So inhale, body up. Exhale, bend the knee. And just pause for a moment. I want you to look down at your feet one more time. Make sure that your feet are parallel or your heels are slightly out. I just don't want you to have your toes pointing out, okay? And again, inhale, body up, exhale, bend the knee. And one more time on each side. And when you come up, we're going to bring the feet together. And you might have your hand on the back of a chair or on a wall. What we're going to do is reach for your left ankle and take that heel towards the buttock. Most of us get a little stretch in our quad, the thigh. And you're going to keep your body upright. And you're going to start to bring the knee front to back. So we're not bringing it out to the side, right? You're just bringing it front to back. And then we're going to, if we can, keep that knee behind our standing leg and start to make space between the heel and the buttock. Long, smooth breaths. Don't force anything. You could use a strap if your hand doesn't come to your ankle. And then possibly you're going to start to come towards the floor with your heart center. Keep breathing. And on an inhale, slide on up. Release that foot, relax your arms. And then we're going to switch to the second side. And you could do this out in the center of the room, or you could, as I said, connect to a wall or the back of a chair or sofa, something firm. And again, you're going to reach for the right ankle. And at first, just start to move through the upper leg, right? Sliding your knee front to back. Long, smooth breaths. And eventually, keeping that knee behind your standing leg, stretching out your left arm for balance, making space between the heel and the buttock. Keep breathing no matter what. And again, then possibly starting to reach your heart towards the ground. Long, smooth breaths. And on your inhale, we're going to slide up. Gently place that right foot on the ground, hands on your thighs. Inhale, body up. Exhale, slide into your forward bend. This time in our forward bend, we're going to reach the hands towards the elbows. And you might just hang and let your head and shoulders relax, or you might gently move from side to side. Long, smooth breaths. Eventually stopping in the center, sliding your hands up your legs, taking a moment to notice how you're feeling. And then we're going to come down onto the ground. And what I'd like you to do is to kneel on your blanket or towel, whatever you have. And then you're going to turn your toes under so that your heels are pointing up towards the sky. And you're going to pause for a moment, connect with the breath. And here, we're going to inhale your right arm up. Your eyes are going to follow the hand as far back as is comfortable. So if you're not twisting today, you might just bring that arm up and, bring your vision towards the hand. And we're just going to stay on the same side. Inhaling, arm up. Eyes follow that hand. Exhale. Arm comes back, head comes back to the center. One more time. And then we're going to switch sides. So now your eyes are on the left hand. Again, you might be bringing your arm around and the head following the arm, or you might just be bringing the arm up next to the ear. Always making the pose work for your body, not making your body work for the pose. We have one more time. And when you're done, we're going to come to a seated position. You're going to find your tennis ball one more time. And this time, we're going to roll our hands. So a couple different ways you can do this. You could hold the tennis ball between your hands and roll it that way. You can place the tennis ball on the ground and rolling to it that way. And again, making sure that you get all the points in your hand, right? Not leaving out any part. And if you don't have a tennis ball, you could massage your hands. But just remember how much work our hands do for us and giving your hands some attention. Another thing I like to do is to hold the tennis ball on the meaty part of our hand underneath the thumb and gently squeezing. So not that we're trying to smush the tennis ball a whole bunch, but we're applying pressure to the tennis ball. And take about another, 15 seconds to finish up your hands, making sure that you gave them both the same amount of attention. And then you're going, and if you want to like keep rolling your hands, obviously you can do that. You're going to take your right hand into your left hand and pull your fingers towards your body, right? So you're stretching the inside of your wrist, and then switch hands. And take a moment to connect with your breath and noticing the sensations in your hands as you're doing that. Let's go back to the first hand. Keep breathing. And this is a great time while we're sitting on the ground to check in and, and ask yourself, like, how am I feeling right now? Right? And then when you're done wiggling your fingers, and we're going to come down to the ground and stretch out your legs. And again, a little bit of a wide angle here. And you might have a little blanket or a small pillow under your sits bones. And we're going to take the hands on the legs. Your feet are flexed, and you don't want your legs so wide that you couldn't widen them a little bit more. So here we're going to have the left hand on the left leg, right arm comes up towards the sky. Inhale is up here. Exhale, you're going to slide down, reaching that right hand towards the left foot. And then switching sides. And just moving with your breath. There's no rush. Noticing the sensations as you move. And one more time. And then when you come up, we're going to bring the bottoms of the feet together so that you have a really big diamond here. Your feet are far away from your body. And the hands can either be on the top of your ankles or underneath. You're going to inhale up and exhale, slide down, reaching your forehead, your face towards your feet or the ground. It's not important that it comes down to the ground. Long, smooth breaths. It is important that you can still breathe fully. Long, smooth breaths, softening your body, softening your breath. Now, from here, on an inhale, you're going to bring yourself up. And then we're going to, and I'd like you to have some sort of small pillow or folded blanket. You're going to come down to the ground, and we're going to have that blanket underneath the pelvis, right? So very carefully, you're going to get yourself onto your back body with the hips slightly elevated. Your feet, knees are bent, and your feet are about hip width apart. And then as you settle into the ground, into your pillow or your blanket, softening, I guess that's my word for today, right? Softening your breath, softening your body, letting your feet become heavy, your hips become heavy, your shoulders and head heavy. And then we're going to, one more time, interlace the fingers and point your palms up towards the ceiling. Now, while you're here, I want you to notice what we're going to do. We're going to keep the arms straight, and you're going to press the palms up towards the ceiling, and then take your shoulders back towards the ground. Right? So really, we're trying to move here through your shoulders, right? And you might feel your shoulder blades moving on the back of the body, but we're not bending the elbows and bringing the hands towards the body, right? You're keeping your arms straight and just lifting the shoulders up towards the sky and then down. Enough of that. You're going to pause for a moment where fingers are still interlaced, arms are still straight to the best of our ability. Inhale, you're going to take the shoulders up overhead, and exhale back to perpendicular to the ground. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale back to a place where the arms are perpendicular. 2 more times. And then we're going to release the hands. And once you undo your fingers, I want you to wiggle through all of your fingers, including your thumbs. And then we're going to lift the right knee towards the chest and hold on to it. And here, I want you to roll through your ankle, or you can point and flex the foot, the right foot. And then after you move through the foot a little bit, we're going to move through the knee, or the hip, I guess would be more correct. And then we'll take that right foot to the ground, bring your left knee in, and again, hold on to the knee. We're going to roll through the ankle a couple of times in each direction, or point and flex the foot. And when you feel complete with that, rolling through the hip, just kind of noticing how things are feeling. Eventually, we're going to come to a place where we stop, and instead of releasing that foot to the ground, you're going to bring in your right knee and take the knees in a circular motion. And you can do, little circles or not move at all, or big circles. You're kind of seeing what feels good. And again, we're going to come to a place where we stop and point the bottoms of the feet up towards the sky. Knees are bent, and your feet are going to be wide here. Now, some of you might hold the back of your thighs. Some of you might hold on to your calves or your ankles. And some of you might hold the outside of the pinky toe or the foot. And again, you might move a little bit here, side to side, or you might not want to move at all. You might even consider just staying here for a few breaths with your eyes closed, noticing how your body feels. And then we're going to hang on to the right leg, wherever you're holding on to, and you're going to let go of the left leg and reach it away from you, and maybe again point and flex the foot. Let the heel hover over the ground. Continue to breathe and soften. And eventually we're going to bring in that left leg and holding wherever you want to hold on to. And again, we're going to release the right leg. You might point and flex or roll through the foot, or you might just flex that foot and let it hover over the ground. Still breathing, still softening. And eventually bringing in that right knee. Then very carefully, one at a time, we're going to bring the feet down to the ground. Now, let's say you're doing this and it doesn't feel good having the blanket under your hips, then you just get rid of it, right? You just take the blanket out. And now what we're going to do, you're going to take that blanket that you have, carefully roll yourself up, and then you're going to roll your blanket. And we're going to take that little blanket roll or towel roll and put it down in the center of our mat or our space. You're going to keep your butt on the ground, and then you're going to bring your body down onto that roll. And the idea here is that your body, your spine is supported by the blanket, and you could have your legs straight, you can have your knees bent, you could have your legs crossed. Find a comfortable way for your legs to be, and make sure that the head and body are both supported. Your buttocks are on the ground. And then you're going to find a comfortable way for your arms to be, and then soften your shoulders, inviting that heart center to soften and open up. Really important here is that you feel comfortable, right? So you're warm enough, your body is comfortable, the low back is supported. And then as you settle in, Long, smooth breaths. Thinking about the possibility of your body softening and becoming heavy with each exhale. And this is a really good time to check in with your body. Is there anything else that would help you to feel more comfortable before we move into our shavasana with a guided meditation? So getting yourself comfortable. And then asking yourself what else you need to be comfortable, and then getting yourself into a position that you want to be in for our guided meditation. So some options, you could do some legs up the wall. Some of you might like to sit up, in a cross-legged position on the ground or in a chair. I would say that most of you probably want to be laying down, but you're going to get yourself comfortable. And then start to settle yourself into your position. And if you haven't done so already, please gently allow the eyes to close. And bring your attention to your breath. And as we've been doing throughout our practice, inviting your body to soften with each exhale. So breathing in fully yet gently, and breathing out, softening, letting go. And after your next exhale, I'm going to invite you to, as you breathe in, count to the number 4. So inhaling 2, 3, 4, pause, exhale 2, 3, 4, pause. Inhale 2, 3, 4, pause. Exhale 2, 3, 4, pause. We're going to switch it up a little bit. Inhale 2, 3, 4, pause. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, pause. Inhale 2, 3, 4, pause. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, pause. Inhale 2, 3, 4, pause. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, pause. And in your own time, continuing to breathe. And as you continue to relax and soften, bring your awareness to your face. Notice if you're holding any tension in your jaw or your mouth, behind your eyes or in your forehead. And if so, invite these areas to soften and relax. Again, you might use your breath and invite them to soften on the exhale, or you might just give the command, relax, soften. So forehead, soften, jaw, release, tongue, soften, lips, soften. And as your face, your jaw, your eyes, your forehead, your scalp, as all of your head starts to soften, bring your awareness down into your throat, your neck, and remembering all the sides and the back and the front, the inside and the outside. So again, softening your throat, your neck. And in your own time, moving your awareness and your attention into the chest and the upper back body and the shoulders, continuing to invite your body, your muscles to soften, letting go of any tension, anything that your body is hanging on to that it doesn't need. Invite it to just dissipate, to move out of your body into the earth, and making your way down the body. So the front of the torso, the sides of the torso, the back of the torso, releasing any tension, letting go again of anything that you don't need. Long, smooth breaths. And again, in your time, making your way into the hips, and the pelvis, the buttocks. Remembering all sides, inside, outside, left, right, front, back. Releasing tension, softening. And eventually moving your awareness into the legs, front, back, sides, inside, outside, knees, ankles, feet. And then scanning through the whole body. Is there anything that we missed? Maybe the arms and the hands and the fingers. And again, letting go of any tension, softening, inviting anything. So if there's some dis-ease, and maybe there's some toxins, some tension, whatever it is that you don't need in your body, inviting it to seep out into the earth where it can be transmuted. And then once more, bringing your awareness to your face, and specifically to your mouth and your jaw. And creating a little bit of a smile on your face. Softening the muscles, smiling, just gently. Maybe you think of something funny you heard or saw, or you think of someone that you care about. But a gentle smile comes to your face. And then moving your awareness to your heart center. And imagine that you could bring that smile, whatever it was that made you smile, that tenderness, into your heart space. So literally inviting happiness into your heart. You might even visualize your heart chakra opening up and pulsating or expanding with an energy of love or happiness or contentment. You might visualize this heart center light as a pink color or a green light. And sometimes we consider pink light to be unconditional love, and green light to be a healing light. But remember that these colors, these sensations, they take on whatever attributes we give to them. So you are the creator of what's happening in your body, in your mind right now. So breathing into your heart space, breathing in happiness, contentment, whatever word or energy or color feels right to you. Bringing that to your center and softening and breathing. And then I'm going to offer you some words, and you can choose one of them or more to repeat after me or not, right? Always you have a choice. When I smile, the whole world smiles with me. Happiness and contentment come easily to me. I am responsible for my own happiness. I am relaxed no matter what happens around me. I find it easy to be happy and content. Just continue to breathe and soften your mind, soften your body. You might find those words still resonating around in your body or your head. And remember, you take what you like and leave the rest. And when we end this practice today, you might even find it a little bit easier to be light and happy, to be content, to smile throughout the day, maybe even for the rest of the week. And so for the next few moments, let's just be in a quiet place, continuing to soften your face, soften your body, soften your breath. Om Shri Maha Lakshmi Swaha. Om Shri Maha Lakshmi Swaha. Om Shri Maha Lakshmi Swaha. So now is the time that I want you to start to bring your awareness back to your breath and notice how you're feeling and thinking about what would be a really wonderful way to make your way back to awareness.